And we're back. Last time we were around here, Ronova blew us up in a murder mystery inside the theater. And we discovered that there is now something called the Curse of Death, which can trigger randomly and separate a being's soul from its body. Other than that, nothing really unique happened on that quest. Oh, we discovered a lot of stuff. Well,
even though a long time has passed from my perspective. As far as Paimon's concerned, I probably just went out to watch a very short show.
yeah, we've only been gone for like a couple hours.
I
You know,
should
it's been
keep my
4 days.
emotions in
Right?
check when I see Paimon again, or it'll seem weird.
Wait. The atmosphere here feels off.
Oh, great. What is it now?
Shh. Stay quiet. Let's go inside and take a look.
Have we still not been able to notify Child yet? We need new orders. What if that person comes back again?
Oh, don't tell me you lost our fucking Paimon.
I'm so sorry. Under the circumstances, there was really nothing we could do.
Tell me, what happened to Paimon?
It was the Jester.
Oh, okay.
He came here in person and escorted Miss Paimon away.
He has some more
He's the
authority than
director
you.
of the Fatui. His authority supersedes all others and cannot be questioned.
The motherfucking Jester.
There was nothing we could do.
Understandable, but why'd he take her?
How long ago did he leave? And what was Paimon's status?
Actually, all
It
questions.
was about an hour ago.
Okay, we
Miss
missed about an
Paimon
hour.
was fast asleep at the time. The Jester simply walked off with her as if it was only natural. I assure you, he absolutely did not use any force.
He just stole our
Do you know
child.
where they went?
Armory Palace, probably.
The Armory Palace, most likely. Lord Pierro, the Jester, has been overseeing the experiments there lately, keeping a close eye on their progress. Everyone in the Fatui has heard about it by now. I'm surprised he came in person. Whatever his reason for taking Paimon, he'll most likely return to the Armory Palace first, which is exactly where we were headed anyway.
Then lead the way, Odette.
Lead the way.
Okay, let's go.
Hey, soldiers, hope you know, get the report this failure to child. I told y'all sons of bitches that
It's
offended.
just up ahead. Quick, let's get inside.
Theoretically.
I'll go alone.
Technically.
You know I'm planning to force my way in. You're with the Fatui, so you should stay outside.
I was hardly planning on taking you through the official channels anyway. I'm here to force my way in, just like you.
I don't think she has
I
access to
may
the
be
Armory
a
Palace.
FATU'S, but I'm also Lelek, enemy of Project Mistilteinn.
Yeah, they all know you're
Paimon's
a
safety
public
is
enemy now.
paramount
At
right
least
now.
they should know.
With me around, you'll have an extra pair of hands. There might be devices inside that are easier for an insider to deal with.
If you say so.
Are you saying Fatui
Let's go.
traitor?
There's no time to hesitate.
The actual straight up traitors of the Fatui, by the way. %.
Hey, who are you? This part of the Armory Palace is under restricted access. What do you think you're doing?
No questions, please. We're short on time.
Sorry, guys. No time. They gotta be on high alert by now. We blew open the front entrance of the Armory Palace.
Go get him, Aiden!
I got to the left side entrance. Oh no, is it stationary? Okay. No, actually, I'm not.
Fear the coming storm.
Oh! Actually seeing the...
A tricky one. Without further ado,
I like seeing the Mirror Maidens and the... Spontaneous soldiers and the debt collectors. Oh shit, she's actually jumping up. Well, also, I'm fucking doing this without having... Palomina's water up. The Hydro application. You know, I'm not actually fighting efficiently. But the enemies are so spaced out, but who cares?
Now it's your
Yeah, I don't use that.
Where's it coming from?
So, you're intruders,
Oh,
huh?
damn, she fucking
Blame
bodied
me for what happens next!
Some fucking dead before even finished this dialogue.
The Armory Palace is hidden this deep in? This place is much bigger than I imagined.
What did you
They're
think it was at the
conducting top secret
entrance? Yeah,
research
what?
after all. The deeper it's hidden, the better is
What do
standard
you think? It
Fatui
was just
logic.
through one door? And like inside the central courtyard? It's literally carved into the goddamn mountain by the looks of it. Oh, that doesn't seem very secure.
The
If
style
this...
doesn't really look like the Fatoui's handiwork.
Yeah,
though.
this doesn't
They
look right
must
at
have
all.
requisitioned some structures from a past civilization. It also serves as a bit of a disguise.
Ah, it's probably a Hyperborean baseline structure. But they're repurposing. Hey, look at that. That looks hella nice, though.
Intruders! Stay alert!
Light the dust!
And that... Hey, chest! Nice looking structure, though. Don't think we'll ever be coming back here. What's that, a giant fucking cube? Dice? A die?
Just what are you guys trying to do here?
I'm short words your scalp!
3 moons converge.
Hailstorm cannon.
God, Shadow of Darkness, not on my watch.
Go, Lumi! Big
No one interferes with the Jester's work.
Hi, bro. Moon Army here. Blowing through. I like the music, bro. I like the it's like an accordion going. It's different from the circus music. Really? You got this in here? Do the soldiers have to use this to get across? Or is this like an accident that occurred? It doesn't seem like something you'd actually want to be like, that's there. You think they would build an actual bridge? Okay, this place is
Looks like
fucking
no one's
huge.
guarding this place.
There's something off about that decoration over there. Look out!
Let's deal with these before we move on.
Oh, we have to actually shoot it. Oh shit, it's a cannon.
Down, Lumi! Without further ado,
2 cannons, huh? Bow, 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 bow.
together.
Let's fucking see a thing. Oh, that's off. Interesting. They're kind of like the Salveri, what the fuck? These are dragon spine cannons. And this design with the water and the courtyard is very unified civilization style. Good to see those come back, because we haven't seen them since Salteri. Good to see more of the Hyperborean unified humans.
The researchers here probably don't know that we're uninvited guests. Let's try not to hurt them.
What's the big star from the theater doing here?
That's Miss Odette. She's a member of the Fatui. Don't tell me you didn't know that.
Hey, what's this dancing lady doing here? Oh, she's a Fatui like the rest of you. Shit, she's in line to be a harbinger.
Was the whole reason for Project Mistilteinn to support the research here at the Armory Palace?
Oh, this place is
What are the
fucking-
Fatui and the Tsaritsa planning?
This is fucking huge. Okay, I didn't realize it was gonna be this goddamn big. This is huge. Hello. People are looking at us like, so you should think that. I mean, obviously seeing her, it's like, oh, she's here. But like, it wouldn't be that like suspicious to like have to turn around and look and be like, what's she doing here? We're like, there's a Fatui member.
Whoa! Who are you? Never seen you around here before.
Where's he going? What are you running for? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, what are you like running away from? What is this? Oh, it's a stellar array.
I think I see some images.
It's the prism's power at play, causing images of the past to reappear, albeit only as illusions. Let's make our way through here.
Images of the past? I'm not gonna say the rest of
Paimon.
them.
And the Jester. Is this another scene from the past?
Yes. It looks quite old, though. I don't think it happened in the recent past.
This place looks a bit different then. So Paimon's been here before.
What's going on here? What happened?
What
The
is
source
that?
seems to be the Armory Palace. They must have started some large-scale experiment.
Wait, what if this has something to do with Paimon? We need to hurry!
You put Paimon in a box, bro. Activated using her power. Finally, Paimon powers. I don't think we're supposed to be on these lower levels. I mean, stuff shouldn't be exploding. Shouldn't, but...
We're almost there. The Armory Palace is just up ahead.
Paimon, please be okay.
We turned into unmarketable flushes. Sorry. What is this, bro? We got a whole fucking army of dudes on this walkway. What was the whole armada doing out there just guarding?
What's going on? Wait, I remember this feeling.
What is the Lord of Death doing out here?
It's the curse of death. No, no, not now. Why is the curse of death striking again already?
I think we gotta be a way to get. We gotta get immunity to that, bro. Third Descender probably has immunity.
Odette.
Interesting. They curse of death just us? Oh wow, we're going straight into the stellar world again.
Is this the afterlife again?
It seems different this time since we're not in the ley
I
line.
need to find a way back to reality. Is that Odette's core Ignis? Could that be what just woke me up?
How's that work? Seems like we're in hell. This is very different from the ley line, the spiral ley line escaping. And Mitya, Odette should... I mean, obviously she was killed. But in the dream world, her and Mitya, because they have Stellar Linchpins, were able to do something else. Okay, but why is the core Ignis able to alter the world? I know it's Signora's flame, but that doesn't make sense. It's like a part of her. How is she... Her power does come from something, her witch magic of like the body flame art, but... Oh, this is just like the same puzzles that were in, what was it? Asmodee's world. But using perspective changing to like get us going. What a bizarre way to do it, but hey. But that one was on our own to escape the abyss or the black ink. In this case, we're using core Ignis to get through. Oh, we skipped the dream.
Odette? Odette!
She passed out too, huh?
No signs of life. But past experience says that she should be resurrected before too long. Right? Did Odette intentionally use her core Ignis to guide my soul? I feel like something similar happened in a dream I had before.
Yeah, but that time...
Thank you, Odette. If not for you, my soul
Is
wouldn't
that
have
what
found
she
its
did?
way back to my
No,
body
she said
so
this was like the
quickly.
stellar start or
And
something,
I
like
might
the
not have
stellar
woken up
guide.
so soon. But I'm sorry. I don't have time to protect you. I have to use the time you bought me to get Paimon back.
Please write complaints to MiHoYo about not using this outfit in the cutscenes. Thank you, Odette.
Sure enough,
Everyone else is
everyone
dead.
here has been affected by the curse of death. Paimon! Paimon! No, wait. Paimon probably didn't escape Renova's curse either. She won't be able to respond to me right now. I'll have to find her myself.
I wonder, can Khaenri'ah or Khaenri'ah is not affected by the curse of death? Because they already have another curse on them? That would make sense. So anytime they start doing the experiment, she kills them. Huh? Interesting choice. There she is.
Found her. Paimon really is here.
Oh shit. She's in a well-stocked cage with a bunch of food and drinks and everything. She's still in a fucking cage. Oh, we're about to break something, aren't we? See that, we're about to conduct the experiment ourselves.
Mitya. Is this the laboratory he works in? What happened here to trigger the curse of death again so soon?
His breakthrough.
I'll have to ask him when he wakes up.
There she is. Our not so happy lady. In flesh this time. Oh, she got her own ass title card. Ruler of Death. She doesn't seem like a happy camper.
You don't learn, do you?
Of course we don't learn, bro. We're the fucking traveler.
You've already been involved in one mass death, and now you show up at the scene of another.
Because we're a descendant,
This might
baby.
have passed for a coincidence the first time, but a second time? Am I to assume you are intentionally interfering in Snezhnaya's affairs?
We should be saying that to you. Or you intentionally interfering in Snezhnaya's affairs?
Judging by your expression, it seems that you understand little of what is going on here. In that case, a word to the wise. Do not interfere in Snezhnaya's affairs. A civilization that fails to learn its lesson constantly depletes its own worth. It will one day lose any reason for its existence. And as a descender, you are perfectly suited to be the lifeline to which a dying civilization might desperately cling. Consider your position carefully.
No advice needed. I'll make my own judgments.
Yeah, we'll figure out what's
Suit
going on here.
yourself. When the day of reckoning arrives, not even a descender can hope to escape unscathed.
Is that so? Day of reckoning, huh?
The time for resurrection fast approaches. The mortals here are not yet worthy to behold my form. So that will be all for today.
Not yet worthy. Well, you're not going anywhere.
That thing is coming with me.
Leave it to Khaenri'ah in the tank of death below. Hey, you, I just did it right to the video. You got 2 title cards.
You awoke sooner than I thought.
Oh, so he does get hit by death
The
too.
curse of immortality is stubborn, unable to enter the ley lines, yet not content to remain a spirit.
That's your doing.
Ruler of Death. What do you want?
You perplex me. Both you and you. That
Yes.
thing may be a creation of Celestia, but it possesses none of Celestia's power, let alone authority. Your obsession with it baffles me. No matter, the resurrection will soon begin. It's worthless anyway. I'll reclaim it next time.
Yeah, who says there's gonna be a next time?
Hey, who says there'll be a next time?
She could not give a rat's ass. All 7 elements, but not our own power. Oh, that's how we hit her. Because she got distracted. Interesting, eyeballs opened up on her hand when she lifted up. Yeah, we used all 7 elements. We didn't use our own glowy yellow light powers. Only thing we didn't use against her. What would he grab there? I guess he was holding up a shield. Second time we had to save our child.
I missed you, Paimon.
What are you talking about? We haven't even been apart for that long, have we?
Yeah, it's a long thing, so we explained there.
Different this time. You seem to be in pretty good shape.
Yeah, think of
Yeah, Paimon's back in tip-top condition.
the Samsara, but reverse. We are separated from you.
Earlier, and when she woke up, she found herself here. The Jester and that guy talking to him used some kind of energy on Paimon. And she could kind of feel it canceling out that other thing that was making her feel unwell.
So what was it?
So, Mitya helped too?
Apologies for leaving in such a hurry at the theater earlier. I was in a rush to verify some theories.
And you also rushed to trigger
Rest assured that your companion
the
is perfectly
curse of
safe.
death again,
We
dickhead.
reversed the effects that the experimental energy had on her. The Jester specifically instructed me to do so.
Why did it have an effect
I
on her?
suppose this is our first official meeting, Traveler. I could not let Paimon suffer in her condition for a moment longer, and so I simply took her without explanation. I hope you do not mind.
I mean, I guess, bro. You didn't really have any bad intentions. You did. I guess he did bring her here to heal her. And he did step up to protect her no matter what, so. Now we know Paimon's a Celestial.
Big shot like you care about what happens to Paimon.
Because you're a Celestial being.
As I said when you first arrived in Snezhnaya, we once spent some time together in the distant past.
Well, that's been 500 years at least.
Oh yeah, you did mention that. And Paimon did think you seemed strangely familiar the first time we met.
I'm afraid the reminiscing will have to wait. Mitya, let us continue with the report. What conclusions, if any, did you reach from conducting the final experiment of our energy research ahead of schedule?
I was feeling
The
ahead
good
of
news is,
schedule.
my hypothesis regarding the Ruler of Death has been verified.
She will show up every time we
As
activate
for
this
the
thing.
bad news, I recommend we suspend the experiments and Project Mistilteinn until further notice.
Mistilteinn.
Currently, we have no means with which to make a breakthrough. I say this purely as a scientist, guided by reason alone.
So when we stalled on it. So the project stalls.
I will trust your judgment. We shall put the project on hold until the Ruler of Death has been eliminated.
Okay.
What are you guys talking about? You want to get rid of Ronova? Like, how? By killing her?
Have we mentioned Ronova to Paimon? How does she know who Ronova is? I mean, we've talked about it with other characters, but like, has she been directly introduced to Ronova? Rule of Death, on the Four Shades. I feel like
By whatever means necessary,
I guess.
so long as it removes the threat she poses to us.
I just don't remember having any
Until then,
Ronova
everything we do
conversations
will be in vain.
with Paimon.
After what just happened, I've ascertained Renova's goal. Or rather, the trigger condition for the Curse of Death.
Okay, let's hear it.
I guess she
What
was
she's
there
doing
when we
is
went
blocking
to
Snezhnaya's technological progress, preventing us from possessing any means
Asmodee's
with which
dimension.
to threaten the heavenly principles.
Just like the little lapdog she is.
Yeah, why would she say us
So,
interfering
any
with Snezhnaya?
ideas,
It's more like she's
research,
interfering.
or experiments that lead to technological progress can trigger the curse.
Who put that block in case? block in place.
Just now, for instance, I was set to launch a final phase energy experiment ahead of schedule. If the experiment was successful, we could have achieved a crucial breakthrough. As expected, though, the moment the experiment began, all the researchers, technicians, and witnesses died from the curse.
Even we did.
All that effort, not to mention the energy and materials we relied on Project Mistilteinn to gather for us, went to waste. In the end, nothing was gained.
Does that mean something similar happened when we were at the theater?
That's right. During the performance, I thought of an important breakthrough regarding the experiment, and wound up dragging everyone into this. So the nature of the curse seems to be something like, when moments of technological progress occur, all life in the vicinity is taken away.
So how would you bypass it?
What a violent method.
It's not permanent.
Of course. That meant the curse was normally limited to the Armory Palace. Since outsiders are forbidden from entering, this mass death phenomenon went unnoticed. Until Odette came along. I believe she was the first witness. The curse of death was triggered just before she infiltrated the Armory Palace that day.
But you mentioned something about a final stage experiment. Doesn't that mean you've actually made some progress?
That's right. Even with the gods locking certain key components out of reach, humanity can still advance technology in incremental steps accumulated over time. But, as I'm sure Ronova anticipated, even incremental progress has its limits. A point where the truth you're seeking must be put to the test in an experiment.
So that's what's being blocked off.
You mean the experiment you were just about to do?
Yes, we were at a critical juncture, a moment where the quantitative was about to translate into fundamental qualitative change. With this single experiment, we could have brought everything we've worked for to fruition.
And just Project
But now,
Mistilteinn,
after
how do they
already being
energy?
forced to fumble around in the dark all this time, it feels like we've truly hit an impenetrable wall.
You have to keep burning resources,
As long
the
as
project
Renova's
will
curse
still
of
go.
death persists, we won't be able to advance the experiment or obtain any results.
And with Project Mistilteinn having been in effect all this time, at our nation's current strength, repeated trial and error is simply unsustainable. Only by eliminating Ronova first will it be possible to continue advancing our plans.
And what exactly are your plans?
She can just kill whoever she wants, right? That's gotta be the scariest power ever. Is it even possible to beat her?
I don't think she
We'll
can
see.
kill people. There's got to
But
be
one
rules.
thing's for sure. She definitely can't just do whatever she wants. The best proof of that is me, standing here, very much alive.
Yeah, she can't kill you. She has some rule against
Wouldn't
killing.
it be easier to just kill all of us researchers for good? Why resurrect us over and over again? Why let us advance our technology to this point?
So, you're saying even the ruler of death has limitations we don't know about?
Exactly.
But so this
And
is the
I think
beginning.
that's where the key to our breakthrough lies.
Then again, we know she's a stickler for the rules that she follows. Like he calls her lapdog, like literally. But we've seen others who seemingly break the rules, like Ishtaroth, and Rhine is half human, so maybe. Or Rhine mixed with Nibarus is half human. And Asmodee's completely fucked off in dereliction of her duty. So, just because she has the rules and she follows the rules not to kill people, doesn't mean she can't abuse her power at some point.
Regardless, the ruler of death has always been an obstacle we must overcome. Indeed, we must face life, death, time, and space. After all,
What, did you think you were
our
going to bypass the
goal
shades?
is the heavenly principles.
Chewie, wanna challenge the heavenly principles?
Of course.
For a long time, I've had a vague suspicion the FATUI'S
What else
and
were
the
they going to be
Tsaritsa
doing?
were
We've known
targeting
this for like the
heavenly
last, like,
principles.
4
But
years.
hearing the Jester admit it is still a shock. No wonder the Tsaritsa's goal has always been kept a secret from the people.
Kill
What
God.
kind of road will that lead Snezhnaya down?
I love Chinese
In that
people like
case-
that.
Lord Jester, I would like to request some leave. I'd like some time to organize my thoughts and go over the data.
Granted. Get some rest, put the experiment out of your mind, and take care that the curse of death doesn't affect any civilians.
True. The more he thinks about it, the more he's definitely prone to triggering it. Well, Mr. Jester, what now? Can't wait to ask some bullshit questions and not answer.
While there is yet time, allow me to offer you my hospitality, honored guest of Snezhnaya.
Am I honored guest?
Is there anything you wish to know?
Yeah, just walk into the nation. That's it. The project, the Tsaritsa, Paimon. That's all we get to ask?
Paimon really doesn't remember. He's basically a stranger. You've got to believe Paimon.
Shut up, Paimon. We're asking the Jester.
Allow me to explain. The reason Paimon reacted to the anti-Celestia energy developed by the Armory Palace
Because she's from Celestia.
is because she comes from Celestia herself. More specifically, she is one of its creations.
Paimon? A creation of Celestia?
So you're kind of like an angel.
Oh, right. I was blinded by anger earlier, but thinking back on it, Ronova also said that Paimon is a creation of Celestia. But she lacks Celestia's power or authority.
As you know,
She
the
also called
lunar
him that
fragments
thing.
and Nodcry were pulled down from the sky using FATUI'S technology. But the first application of this technology was in Khaenri'ah over 500 years ago.
Gravity bombing shit in the
I used
sky.
this technology upon the heavens, and the response I received was none other than Paimon descending from Celestia. I presented her to the Vinster King, but he took no interest in this gift, nor did it satisfy him.
Great.
Paimon then took up temporary residence in my palace until, of course, the arrival of the Cataclysm.
A whole palace. Huh? Were you the leader of the Magistrodom?
Confused.
The University Magistrodom Guild?
Happened in Khaenri'ah 500 years ago. You're saying Paimon was there for that?
That means you're also 500 years old.
But Paimon doesn't remember any of that. Falling from the sky, being given away as a gift, none of it.
So wouldn't that mean our
Having
sister
lived
would
through
know?
the Cataclysm,
And Dan's left?
perhaps you too were burdened with some manner of curse. Although, losing your memories would indeed be the smallest price I've ever seen paid.
Huh. Because of those other prices.
It's her memories from Khaenri'ah. Paimon doesn't even know how she spent the last 500 years. She only has memories from the past few years. No matter how hard she tries to remember.
I'm saying Dan's doesn't recognize her. Dan's never made mention. Our sister's never made mention of her. I don't know if we've seen our sister with Paimon, right? Fucking what's his name? The Lava Walker. Enjo has never mentioned her. Although Enjo's not exactly 500 years old. He's just an Abyss Order member. No one else has ever mentioned Paimon or seen them. No other Khaenri'ahs. Maria. No one. Only the Jester. Was it like a personal thing he kept?
What was Paimon like back in Khaenri'ah? Did she know a whole lot because she came from Celestia? Was she super smart?
Was I super smart?
Unfortunately, when you arrived in Khaenri'ah, your consciousness was like that of a newborn infant. None could say what kind of being you once were in Celestia.
You were a baby.
During the time you lived in Khaenri'ah, your personality was no different from how it is now.
Interesting. So that's probably why he cares a lot. He probably sees her as like his daughter. Literally, he can't care of her as a baby.
Aw, man! Paimon's plan to get her memories back and become super smart is ruined before it could even start. You know, even though Paimon lost her memories, she still feels weirdly close to you for some reason. That must mean you took pretty good care of Paimon back then.
Just both got the white hair.
On the contrary, I completely ignored your existence. I was entirely focused on my struggle against Tsaritsa the Wise.
Yeah,
But now, as I see it,
the Magi fighting.
it is as if
at the
you are
position.
the only sane thing that survived that era of insanity. And thus, are worthy of protection.
Noted.
The only decent thing that come out of Khaenri'ah is Paimon.
Paimon's gotta stop projecting friendship on everyone she meets.
You gotta stop doing that, actually. It's a dangerous thing, actually.
Even though you know Paimon's some creation of Celestia now, you still want her, right? You're not going to abandon her?
As long as you're not the Heavenly Principles.
Oh, phew.
That's a red herring joke I've ever seen.
Paimon's just learning about this too. She's barely even processed it.
Well, Paimon lore. Alright, so what the hell is this project then?
I remember hearing the term Mistilteinn from Columbina.
Shout out to the only thing she remembered from the...
Paimon wanted to ask about that when the name came up just now. What is it? Paimon's heard of Project Mistilteinn, but not this one.
Is this where Columbina's
As
power
you know,
went?
Project
You guys
Mistilteinn
look at her
is a
energy
series
source?
of measures
They try to use
enacted to
Kuvaki?
consolidate our nation's resources.
Or did they use her power to
the
rip chunks
greater
of the
purpose
lunar?
of which is to serve Project Mistilteinn.
No, because they were
Many of the
convent tech
things you
to
have
rip stuff off the
encountered
moon.
thus far are essentially for the advancement of that project. This includes the Kuvaki Experimental Design Bureau in Nocturne. Researching Kuvaki was merely a facade.
A facade to who?
Its core objective was to use local resources and research findings to build Mistilteinn itself.
And that's a weapon built for the final battle against the Heavenly Principles, isn't it?
What does it do?
Huh? How did you know that?
How will we not know
I was
it?
given some intel, and I made some deductions.
Wait. You must mean that thing over there. Oh, Paimon's gotta take a closer look at this thing.
What even is it?
Especially after you guys sent so many people to Nocturne to work on it.
Kuvaki alone will not break through Celestia's defenses, let alone challenge the Heavenly Principles. The Heavenly Principles are no doubt accustomed to combating the power of the Light Realm.
Okay.
And elemental energy is simply the power of the human realm,
Okay.
converted to that form by the Heavenly Principles themselves. Any attempt to use this power against its creator would be a futile endeavor.
That's all I was saying. We used 7 elements against Ronova and it did nothing. Well, when the Traveler got angry, it started freezing the area, which was interesting. And then he did everything, and then he used Animo, and that was able to cut a shade, which is interesting because elemental energy, I figured they'd be purely immune to it. Like you said, human realm energy. But so you can't use Phlogiston, and you can't use Kuvaki. Both are light realm energies. You could use it, but they're accustomed to fighting it. Because basically it was used, I guess, against them when he was taking over the planet. So that's why Columbina and the fucking, super duper, even though she possesses essentially the same power as the Shades, wouldn't be strong enough to fight them on her own. She possesses the moon authorities, the tri-lunar authority. So what are you guys going to use? Abyss energy?
For now, therefore, we have set our sights on the form of energy associated with the Third Descender and the Stellar Linchpins. This may hold the potential to allow Mistilteinn to contend with the Heavenly Principles.
So star power.
You could say that by reverse engineering the Stellar Linchpins to extract the energy within, we have obtained a source of anti-Celestia energy.
Interesting. So rather than the Abyss, which is anti-everything, you can get a direct anti-energy from the Third Descender. The Third Descender still got his ass whooped.
The Kuvaki Experimental Design Bureau, Project Mistilteinn, and the new energy experiments. Huh.
Oh.
So, Project Mistilteinn is what ties it all together.
So it all comes
and
together.
It looks like your plan is almost complete. No wonder the ruler of death came after you.
Wonder if there's another method to get the Stellar Linchpin reverse. What if you just awoke the Third Descender again using Gnoses? Alright, well, what's the Tsaritsa doing?
Her Majesty the Tsaritsa has embarked upon an expedition to vanquish a monster. Were it not for this, I imagine she would have been delighted to grant you an audience.
I guess that 10th Harbinger
Seems like the powers that be in Snezhnaya don't intend to hold my past conflicts with the FATUI'S against me.
The Harbingers have been granted significant autonomy in retrieving the Gnoses. But by the same token, they do not completely represent Snezhnaya's official stance.
You read my mind.
Speaking of the Gnoses, Paimon's been dying to ask this question since forever. Why exactly does the Tsaritsa want to collect them? heavenly principles?
Let's see.
The Gnoses will undoubtedly serve as a key bargaining chip when she confronts the heavenly principles. Beyond that, you had best ask the Tsaritsa herself.
Bargaining chip?
I am not sure if this information is mine to disclose.
What do you mean, not sure? Don't you make the rules? You're the highest ranking harbinger!
That tells me it's not tied to the project. He was perfectly fine disclosing the project
principles is
stuff,
something
but not
most
this
people wouldn't even
aspect.
entertain in their wildest fantasies. Why is the Tsaritsa so fixated on this?
Revenge.
Into that today, civilization is nothing but an illusion. Something whose very existence can be negated at any moment.
That's because we're tied to fate and the constellations.
May very well be destroyed in the struggle, but as things stand, the heavenly principles could choose to negate our existence on a passing whim. And we must not sit back and accept that fate. Only by changing the state of affairs, only by overthrowing the heavenly principles, can our civilization truly be said to have taken root. Otherwise, the fate of the people of Khaenri'ah and Hyperborea is a cycle doomed to repeat itself.
Accepting potential destruction in return for getting to control your own fate.
Furthermore,
Oh my god, that's the same with FATUI'S plan right there. She explained
perhaps this is still somewhat difficult for you to understand. Are you aware that all the rules of this world are made up of curses?
Curses?
Huh?
That's new.
All of them? Paimon knows about the curse of death you mentioned, and the curse of immortality that you and Dainsleif have.
Then the birth of the Hilichurls, the rules of Natlan's Ode of Resurrection. Those are curses too? Farina's long life seems to stem from a curse placed on her by Focalor as well.
Yes. Even a god's love for humanity is a curse the heavenly principles inflicted upon the gods.
What?
The Tsaritsa has always had ample reason to hate the heavenly principles. If she can seize their authority, she will reconstruct the entire world, and when that time comes, humanity will be completely liberated from curses and lies.
It sounds like a third set of rulers.
It will be a world beyond your imagination. Though the ordinary people of Snezhnaya may not understand these details,
I don't think the people of the greater world
this
understand.
frigid land locked in a ceaseless struggle against the environment. In this nation, to which the gods have never shown favor, we all believe that standing in solidarity with the Tsaritsa in our shared struggle will surely usher in a new and better world.
How do you plan? I noticed all this talk about finding the heavenly principles, using stellar linchpins, and using light realm energy and human energy. I haven't heard a single thing about how you're going to contend with the Abyss, which is the whole point of why the heavenly principles lock this world the way it is locked. It's kind of a big and massive point that we haven't seen contended. Most of the heavenly principles is gone, and their world shield and veil is gone, and fate is like freed. Sure, we know the Abyss stems from the hatred of like the chosen fate, which is kind of funny when he says he's like, we hate the fate we've been dealt with, kind of abyssal and whatever in belief. What the hell happens next? Like, this world is now unshielded, and it's left to see the rest of the galaxy. We know from Middle Astro Wonderland that people love to shit on, but has a ton of lore. That Octavia's flying around charting hundreds of planets where there's other dragons and other humans and other people who are evolved and not evolved, all sorts of civilizations and tech that are completely different. And they still fear the Abyss because it's a galaxy-wide plague threat. Like the fucking flood from Halo. But not so prominent and omnipotent. Although it might be.
Thank you for telling me so much. I'm a bit surprised, honestly. I didn't expect you to be quite so transparent with me.
We're gonna need you on our
Given
side.
the circumstances, The Fatui need not hide anything from our allies.
Oh, we're an ally now.
Allies?
You're gonna help us fight
To
this war.
advance Project Mistilteinn, we must first resolve our issue with the ruler of death. And if I presume correctly, you have no intention of letting her actions go unpunished either, do you?
I mean, yeah, she's gonna keep coming after Paimon unless she knows she exists and she's here.
That's right. Ever since she said she intends to reclaim Paimon when we next meet, I figured reconciliation was out of the question.
Great.
Against an opponent of this caliber, deliberating over our allegiances would waste time we do not have. We must join forces unreservedly with whomever we can, if we are to stand anything like a fighting chance.
How about the Abyss?
You're going to challenge the ruler of death? Just for Paimon? But Paimon's only...
No buts. We aren't backing down, kid. You're ours now.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, gee. Now Paimon doesn't even know what to say. Anyway, Paimon's super touched.
I was like, the ruler does want to touch you.
Tsaritsa will return in triumph in short order, and the Fatui shall hold internal discussions
I doubt she got that
regarding the
monster.
enemy. The time for us to meet again will come very soon.
Oh my god.
Got it.
7.1.
Thanks for your help with Paimon. I'll be sure to look after her for you.
For him. She's ours now, bro.
Other thing. Well, it's just a request, really. Paimon really wants to see what this Mistilteinn thingy you're gonna use against the Heavenly Principles looks like.
Oh, hang on now.
Of course, Paimon knows it's top secret and stuff, but she just had to ask. It's okay if the answer's no.
Certainly you may.
Oh. Let's see what a nuke looks like.
Actually, maybe it's best not to. What if Ronova suddenly pops up again? She might take this chance to...
While the technology is not yet fully developed, it has nevertheless reached the stage where Celestia's creations are unable to damage it. In that regard, you may rest assured.
Oh. Wow. No wonder Paimon felt so out of sorts recently, even though it was super far away. Alright then. Paimon's ready to take a sneaky peek at this top secret super
This is gonna
weapon.
kill Paimon, by the way. I think that's the justice thing we got. If we destroy Celestia, she's gonna die with it. That's it? The Stellar Spear. Oh, is it the spear the Tsaritsa had? In the trailer? Oh, okay. That shows she was gonna wield it. Or at least it had the same digi stuff on it. So we're like a spear. The Heavenly Principles out the sky.
Oh, hey there, Odette!
Yeah, I forgot your ass existed.
You're okay. Thank goodness. You look well. Have you recovered?
Yeah, she actually has.
Long story short, yep, Paimon's all better. What are you doing here?
How have you not been arrested, by the way?
That's right. When I woke up, I wanted to go in after you, but the guards had woken up as well. It would have been tough to take them on alone, and there was no easy way to sneak past them. So I returned the way I came and waited for you here.
It was thanks to you that my soul found its way back to my body so quickly. Thank you.
The core that piece was
That
really...
actually worked? Nice. I just figured I'd try my luck when that ominous feeling struck me.
ominous feeling. I wonder if other people can feel it, or is it because she has a Stellar Linchpin?
Really, you should be thanking this thing instead. Anyway, and now that things here are all taken care of, I have other things I should get back to.
Oh, okay. See you later. I want to know how the core Ignis was able to do that, to help us guide us.
Ah, Director Chuganov, you're back. We just received notice that Project Mistilteinn has been suspended, so we've convened an emergency meeting.
I thought you were showing on the factory.
This is the preliminary plan. In addition to expanding production capacity, we've also discussed feasible layoff plans to optimize revenue and expenditure structure. Our calculations indicate that the factory's profits will increase by at least 30%. Just give the word, Director.
Actually, I'm shutting down.
That won't be necessary. Leave the energy for those who need it. Whether they use it just to get by or to run a business, that's up to them. Start preparing to halt production and lay off the staff. Make sure the workers are able to land on their feet and that they are duly compensated. Thank you all for your hard work during this time.
Am I hearing you right? Why? After all the tough times we made it through, now is exactly when we should start to turn a profit.
I just suddenly don't want to do this anymore. Huh. Does there have to be a reason? Iskra. No. It's time to rest.
Dear esteemed members of the Rokot, given the effects of Lelek's radical actions upon our organization's reputation and social stability, a decision has been made to permanently withdraw this codename from use.
No one will be named
Considering
Lelek.
that Lelek did what they did for the benefit of the people, the Rokot has nevertheless negotiated with the authorities, ultimately securing a waiver for all penalties due to them.
How?
Lelek will be suspended for a period of time. Depending on their future performance, they may be allowed to adopt a new codename and continue acting as part of the Rokot. The purpose of this notice is to remind everyone once again that motives and methods are equally important when one operates in the shadows. Even with Project Stooge's suspension and our interim operational victory, we must guard against complacency and rashness and work to consolidate the progress we have made so far. We act only for the greater glory and solidarity of our nation. May the aurora shine ever on, and the tundra always stand firm.
We act only for the greater glory and solidarity of our nation. May the aurora shine ever on, and the tundra always stand firm.
Interesting. That's only word change. There's debate from when the rooster said it. I guess it's a parallel to them in the Snezhnaya Archon or Congress debating the future of the nation, while the Rotok is here acting for the future of the nation. A parallel there. I bet you there's a bunch of retards who think Rooster's the leader of the organization, though. I know that's coming.
Looks like it's finally over.
You mean for us?
Just thinking out loud. I've never seen the Snezhnaya Archon so lively before.
I never once thought I'd come here. But I understand everything now, Rosalyne.
Look how the path is like covered in ice. There's always a frozen, didn't she? At least someone frozen, they're pissed as fuck. Oh, her...
I've seen Spirit Seeker performed many times, including by your mother.
Why do you bring that up all of a sudden?
A butterfly slayer, that's crazy.
Even though the choreography is always identical, every dancer finds a way to make it her own.
Or Frost and Tombs all sorrow. It's crazy. Check out, we have all the harbingers who
So
like
you
have
actually
died.
want to talk to me about ballet?
He has a whole tomb.
I just think it would be a pity if the dance was lost to history. She didn't teach it to you, did she?
That was an unusually subtle taunt for you.
Oh, she got a tomb.
We
The Toria didn't get a
embraced
tomb.
one another on the
The original Knave didn't get a tomb.
plains, melting the ruthlessness of time.
How come? I wonder why. Why did they get
But
tombs?
when our bodies in pieces are cast to the winds, what of our love will remain behind?
Don't tell me you can't sing.
Shush.
She can't sing. Because where she's quoted as having a beautiful voice. Well, she
I
doesn't sing anymore because her
understand
husband's
her
death.
The Fatui robbed her of the life she should have had. I never opposed her dancing. Yet still I became an enemy of her ballet. I'll just keep my distance. Many despise me. I'm used to it.
You're certainly not one to shy away from confrontation. But children, they need a different approach.
I'm hardly the most maternal figure.
Yet, she is a child. In my experience, while a father commands authority, he must still yield to love. You should tell her what you think about her dancing. Odette will soon take the stage at the Khaenri'ah Theater. This could be your chance.
Gnoses secured. It went smoothly. I'll be there. Have them send me an invitation.
Sadly, things didn't work out. Her final words are inside that block of ice.
This? Aren't these for monitoring her subordinates?
Not yours. This one isn't her witch's flame, but my two worlds' flames. The two worlds' flames can burn away memories. It was my parting gift to Rosalyne.
If all goes to plan, she and I will both live to see the Tsaritsa succeed. I believe she'll find peace. But if anything happens to me, she needn't follow in my footsteps. The cryo-energy will fade away in time. Then the two worlds' flames will burn away all memories of the Fatui. She'll be free to dance. She deserves this.
I will handle the aftermath. The choice is yours, child.
And so she chooses to remember. That was nice.
Paimon's head isn't spinning anymore, and the fever's all gone. Paimon's finally free to fly again.
They're finally free to freeze to death in this goddamn country.
It's nice to finally know where Paimon came from, too. It did make Paimon a little nervous
5
at first, but
years.
it's such a relief now. Like, who cares if Paimon's a creation of Celestia?
Oh, we will. It's gonna come
Not
up.
that important. Probably just the fairy of food and fun or something.
Oh no, why are they setting it up like this? What is she gonna be?
And like you said, this doesn't have to change anything between us. You're not gonna just... Hey, hurry up! Why are you walking so slowly?
This is gonna be a nightmare, bro. She's gonna be
You've spent the last few
a
days lying
nuclear
in bed
level
and stuffing
creation,
your
isn't it?
face. I didn't think you'd be able to fly this fast.
Says who? Paimon's as agile as ever. They don't call her White Floaty for nothing.
That's the name you gotta take.
Paimon originally wanted to check out the bookstores in Snezhnaya, but she's more in the mood for flying around right now, so let's save that for later.
Later it is.
Wait, they've got light novels from Yai Publishing House here too. Huh? And this is Paimon's favorite mystery story from Fontaine. Wow, they got a sequel.
Oh, why?
The local Snezhnaya books look pretty interesting too, but also kind of heavy. Not the easiest things to look around.
I thought you were in the mood for flying around.
Paimon can read while she flies.
No, you can't.
Hey, look at these two dolls. Which do you like better?
Ooh, Odette or the Voynitsa? Which one do I like more? I like Voynitsa.
All right, boss, we'll take both. Paimon will have the other one.
You can have Odette.
Oh, I thought we were only getting one. All right, fine. I'll pay.
There you are. Thanks for visiting.
Paimon will grab this and then... Huh?
What's that?
Huh?
How'd they get bigger?
Huh?
Right. He's taking them out. This is no animation for actually taking them out. I was like, how'd they get
How
bigger?
many layers does this thing have? wrong, didn't you?
You never seen this? Yo, what was it called again?
A whole bunch of people are gathered over by the plaza. Hey, look! That looks like
You guys like work? Do you guys work with everybody, or is only?
I know that
It's
voice.
Chut.
Of course. If it isn't Paimon and my old comrade. You're looking well, Paimon. All better?
Yeah! The Jester knew I was wrong and fixed Paimon right up! Thanks for sending someone to keep Paimon safe, too.
Oh, yeah. About that. That was kind of embarrassing. Who could have known that our director would go looking for you in person? So sorry for the misunderstanding. Oh, right. Let me introduce you. This is my little sister, Tonia.
Wow, she looks just like the dead lady. Or dead girl. But more alive.
Hello, hello. Firstly, I'm really sorry about my brother. Sounds like he's caused you no end of trouble.
Is that how Child's eyes would have looked?
Why'd you have to start
Had
with
they not
that?
been dead?
Not that it isn't true, of course. So she's the real Tonia.
Pink instead of
She
brown.
said you two didn't manage to meet up at the theater.
It seems like
She
it
waited
is-
ages for me,
it is what
and
it
when I
is.
didn't show, she got a little worried and went outside.
But you didn't even tell Tonya to be going to your place.
I know, right? He didn't bother to say a word to me. I searched up and down the city for him, and he only told me about it when I finally caught him at the gates of Glupov.
I've been rushed off my feet lately, so I didn't get the chance to go home. I just figured the Traveler would fill you in when he got there.
Well, the snow was bad, and you're never late. So I was really worried about you. How was I supposed to know that you'd stood me up?
Only if it's Tyler's.
I'm sorry, Tonia. I really am. I'll make it up to you somehow. Just... please don't tell Mom and Dad.
Harbinger, by the way.
Although the
I
mix-up
love
led
it,
to a
Harbinger.
series of misunderstandings, it's probably for the best that the real Tonia didn't get caught up
Just
in
something
that
about
mess.
Tyler, you know what I mean? It's just
Besides, it's obvious that
it's just
Tartaglia isn't usually
just the
one to
toilet
break a
the
promise.
toilet paper.
True.
He only gave his ticket to me because he had to look into Lelek.
Alright, we solved the Lelek problem, no problem. I should have come before. Yeah, it's kind of. We didn't find it.
No, it's fine.
No.
It just meant I didn't get to see the show in the end. By the way, what did you think? You were one of the first people to see it, you know?
Watch the official performance.
I would
Speaking
say
of just,
the
did you play
best
Star
is
Wars
yet
Rebellion
to
or-
come.
That's what we're gonna say.
What kind of review
Is
is,
it everything
that?
that's
Honestly.
is the God's gift to the planet?
What are we looking at?
Nah, that's not what you're saying. I know damn well you were just sitting there like.
Well, she pulled up with her whole army. She rolled up with her guards and everything. Actual straight up character entrance. Not even slight. She said she'd return.
But like.
Oh, just straight freezes out? Okay. Character outro and intro. Tsaritsa takes her through it.
Well, sometimes
That was probably the most cinematic outro for a quest. Hey. Ooh. Oh my god, there's a billion quests.
Yeah, no.
We gotta do all this stuff.
Prince.
We gotta get through all those quest lines.
I'd like to do it.
Oh, we got the Honitsa and the Odette dolls, huh?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Ah.
Whoa! Never winter without mercy.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, we got items for Odette. Cool. We actually have Odette too, so there's no like. Let's end the quest by pulling for Odette. I already got Odette, so that ain't happening.
My hard drive?
That was good. We got a ton of lore. So, we now know the FATUI'S are going to destroy the Heavenly Principles, or try to destroy the Heavenly Principles, and bring about the shattering of fate for this world. That's pretty good. What else we got going on? Paimons from Celestia. Tsaritsa makes her return, so we'll probably be meeting up with her and find out what her actual plan is. The Gnosis are being used as a bargaining chip, which is very interesting to hear. Because that probably makes me think
The way you were talking about it.
that it's kind of the same style that Nahida did with the Torah, where she was like, I'll snap this Gnosis and awaken the heavenly principles. I think it's the same thing what the Tsaritsa's gonna do. But she's gonna go, I have all the Gnosis, I will recombine them into the third descender's body, and his soul will snap to it, and now you'll have to fight all of humanity and the Archons, and the fucking
I guess he's still a shield.
third descender again. And you won't win this time.
No, you got it for free, right?
I feel like that's what the bargaining chip is supposed to be in this case. Like, I can't really think of what else there is that she can do, that she can bargain with. I mean, that sounds like the best one. It's like, you're gonna get fucked up, basically, if you don't give us what we want. Which I don't even know what that would even mean. So she still will try to bargain with the Heavenly Principles, even though we get there. I figured we were gonna kill the Heavenly Principles too. Like, we are bargaining shit. But hey, we'll never know. Actually, we will know in the next update. Probably. Maybe. Most likely.